Right, so this is what I'm doing here. There's been a wall taken out here, just a crappy breeze block wall. It was built on the floorboards. You can see this ceiling's been overboarded. It dips a little bit, but all I'm doing is just tidying this up. That's quite loose, is that bit of timber. So I might just cut it back to the main beam. But what I'm doing mainly is, there was a door, similar to that, but full size door. All I'm doing is boxing this out, and we're going to put a sliding door in there. I've got to take this ceiling down because this timber's undersized. There was a door frame in here with 2 rows of bricks, but there was a 10mm gap between that timber. When you stand on it upstairs, there's about a 3 or 4, 5mm sort of bounce in it. So I want to put another timber by the side of it, and I'll support it off this wall. I'm going to be sitting here. I'm going to take the ceiling down and see what's going on up there, because it's all just sort of hanging at the moment. Don't know what's going on, but I'll have a look. I'll take the ceiling down, run that timber in there. I'm going to cut this back. There's a lintel here. But upstairs, you've got the staircase going up, a landing, and then a couple of steps up to this floor. And there's nothing on top of this wall. It's a balcony. So all that wall's doing is supporting that timber. The timber that goes all the way through there. That's part of this landing. And I'm going to be doubling up timbers for the landing anyway. So, there's a lintel there. I think that's just for that. It's oversized. Look at the size of it. But if I take a couple of inch off, I don't think it'll matter. And then we can get a sliding door in there. So, that's plan A. Oh yeah, that was the back door that was bricked up. Right, I'll have to cut this from the other side as well. And onto there. Right, so that's where we're at. You can see this timber's just fixed in somehow, probably been nailed in there. I can't see any joint as such. From there to there, we've got 1800, divide that by 20, gives you 90, add another 20 for the bounce, gives you 110, which is just over. Got 4-inch timber there, 90mm timber. And seeing as we're only taking the bounce out of this floor, it's pretty solid. It moves by about 3 or 4mm, 5mm sort of thing, if that. So I'm gonna chop in there, slot this 4x2 by the side of it, lots of nails. Then I've got a wall here. I can't really start chopping into this. I don't want to disturb this because it is fairly solid. So I'm going to notch it around, and at least that 15-20mm will get supported. And lots of nails in there will be doubling that timber up. Without starting getting involved in all this, so putting other supports in, then there's not much I can do really. So there'll be one on there, and then this, like I say, supported in the middle there. I knocked that brick loose, so I've got to sort that out. But once I build all this wall stuff here, there's a sliding track to go in there, so I've got to work that out. I know what I'm doing, I just need to build it. Plasterboard will run up flush with this, so once that corner's built, all that will get skimmed in as one. The rest of the cornice is coming down. So chop some holes in there, get that timber in. So they've got plenty of nails in. Slightly under that one. I'll finish pointing all this up. Point that around. Then at this end, I didn't see the point in half lapping that bit on there, just getting in the way. So build my wall, I'm going to run a coat screw through there. And seeing as all we're doing is taking the bounce out of this floor, I think it'll be right. Nice big long coat screw, not that big, but you know, decent size. Right, so I've pointed them in. The ceiling's a bit lower now, so I've got a timber here that I'm going to screw onto this. I can't really get my nail gun in, plus I want a half decent fixing. This timber's quite hard. So I'm going to screw it to there, and then I can drop something to take the, take that edge of the ceiling. Just brought it flush with this wall, so I can drop something down now. But I'm going to build this wall first, then I can work that out. Right, some of you might have noticed, whoever bricked this door up, bricked up to the plaster. They didn't bother taking off the plaster and going back to brickwork. I've been told to ignore it. It is what it is apparently. So hopefully when I fix the timber down here, I don't shake all these loose. I know it's not right. I'm going to get this timber in once it gets plastered up to it. It's not going to go anywhere that way. And because it's fixed top and bottom and boarded, it shouldn't come this way. Like I say, I know it's not right.